Hello everyone. If this is your first time here, hello. My name is Tony Hunt. I'm glad you could join us today. I like to do videos about art supplies, and healing crystals. So if you like any of those things, please stick around, subscribe, give this video a like and a thumbs up, and let's get into our video today. All right, well, I have previously mentioned that I was looking for a new art subscription box. I like to compare Sketchbox and Palette packs every month, and I'll have a couple of those videos listed up here for you. But one of the boxes, Palette packs, is falling behind. So I wanted to check out a new subscription box. So here it is, Smart Art. Now, the Smart Art box is a little more expensive than the other two. So we're gonna see if it's worth the price and if it's got anything exciting in it. So just so you know, Sketchbox is $25 a month. Palette Packs is $35. So this guy right here is it's quite a bit more expensive, but I have high hopes and I've heard good things about it. So let's open it up. I am so excited for this video. You have no idea. So I'm glad that I get to share it with all of you too, by the way. Now, if you get this box, please comment down below what you think. I'm interested in what anybody has to tell me. So let's just get into it right away. I like the colors so far. All right, Smart Art. And I know that they have little instruction guides, which is really nice because let's say you are not familiar with the materials, or you just, you know, you're not that person that has lots of inspiration right off the bat. They have these. Okay, so I'm going to put this off to the side because I plan on going through these projects with you after I unbox this, so everybody can get a good idea of what this box is all about. I think it's really important, and I love the fact that they put in instructions because not everybody is an artist. Not everybody's been doing art for years and years. You might be just starting out. And this is really good to know how to use the materials they're giving you. So that's props to Smart Art for that. All right, we get a pack of brushes. Princeton Art and Brush Co. I love some brushes, and we get a pack of 3. Now, I don't have these particular brushes, but all the Princeton brushes I have are good. We have a 2, a 3, and a 6. Oh, yes. Yes. These are good. So we have the Graphics Aqua Ink by Marabou. I have a whole bunch of these already, and I love them. I love ink of all kinds. This is the watercolor inks. Now, these work a lot like watercolor, so they're not permanent. They're not like the acrylic inks. They will lift and work a lot like watercolor. And you get the primary set, so you can do just about anything you want with them. And I notice our brochure doesn't have prices. Oh, let's go here next. We get a little Smart Art sticker. It's pretty. Now we have 2 pens. We have the Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen in black and the Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen in white. I'm 100% sure I have both of these. When you get a lot of subscription boxes for years, these are just staple items I'd like to give you. But the white is good for putting in highlights and things. Very useful. Black, I don't use this a whole lot. I don't do a lot of outlining or illustrations. But if you are into that, this is probably right up your alley. We get a little candy in here. Laffy Taffy Cherry. My favorite flavor. Okay, so next is the Strathmore Watercolor 12 sheets. This is 140-pound paper. pretty standard. I think we got this exact one in Sketchbox this month. I'm not sure, but it is watercolor month. For those of you that don't know, it is watercolor month in the art world. And this is a pretty decent paper. I like it. What is this? Goodness, that's pretty. Wow. So, this is the Faber-Castell gelatos. I know we've all heard of them. Some people own them. I don't personally own any of the Faber-Castell gelatos. I do own a lot of the Marabou, like, graphics crayons, which I'm assuming work pretty similar. But I have never tried these. So I'm very excited to get a new art supply that I've never worked with. I find that really exciting. And it's hard to do because I have a lot of art supplies. So it says it includes a guidebook with 3 watercolor projects. Wow, let's get this open and see what all you get in this little pack. Great. So here is the little guidebook you get on top of the Smart Art guidebook. It's telling you how to fill their water brush, what you get in the pack. Oh, very nice. Telling you how to do some florals with these. And this right here is like a palette. And it's like a silicone deal, so you can clean it. Which is nice to get, because I know you can use these crayons, like put it down on this little palette and then wet it, and kind of use it like a watercolor palette, which is good. But anyway, this has got a lot, oh, a crystal. Are we seeing that? They're telling us how to do crystals. We like that. Yes. Well, I think they just won me over. Yeah. Okay, well that's good. I like to see that. So we got a little guide book, which is good. I just left them taped together. Let's pick out this nice purple one. So if you are not familiar, it looks like a big chapstick. Like so. And these will be creamy, which I'll test them out, but you can see kind of creamy, water soluble. So before I swatch these out, and I don't usually talk about the value of these boxes, but since this was so costly, I'm going to, just to make sure it was worth it. Some of these prices I couldn't really find, so I either guesstimated, so give or take a couple of bucks here. The paper is about $6. The brushes, couldn't find the exact set, I'm guessing around 10. The ink pack you can get on Amazon for a little over $8. These pens, they came in sets and stuff, so the best I could guess was $10. The Faber-Castell gelato set was on Amazon, $23. So this is roughly about $60 worth of product, a little under, which I paid $50 for the box. So that's pretty good. You got a little bit of a savings, but I thought it's a pretty good grouping of materials.
Let's jump right into the demo, shall we? Step 1. Sketch your drawing using your gelatos. I went ahead and did this part because no one wants to watch me struggle drawing a balloon. Step 2 is to color in your balloons with your gelatos. These are pretty creamy and fun to draw with, just like any other watercolor crayon. I had a good time drawing them. All the colors were pretty pigmented. I noticed the red had the most pigment to it. Step 2 also told you to use your water brush and color in the balloons after you fill them in with pigment. I noticed after that first purple one that it was a little grainy looking, so I went back in and added more color to the balloons, which helped it be more of a solid color when I used the water on top. Yeah, that red pigment is really rich. Yeah, for the most part, I didn't think any of these were bad or didn't blend well. They all were pretty fun to use. Now, I did struggle quite a bit with this water brush. I don't have this brand of water brush, so it was a little different for me, but I made it work in the end. Step 3, allow your project to dry and start layering colors. And that's what I'm doing here. I took that orange to make some shadows on my yellow balloons. I just went in with the red to deepen up the creases and crevices. Added some more of the purple and blended it in. And this layered well, and the gelatos still blended no matter how many layers you put down. Step 4 was to use your graphic aqua inks to add another layer of color and depth to the piece. It said you could dilute these or use them full strength to create different variants of washes, and I thought the aqua ink worked very well with these gelatos. It was really fun. I thought you could add quite a bit of dimension to these balloons. Right, step 5, once this piece is completely dry, to go back in with the black and white pens to add final touches and outlines. Of course, this is the part I struggled with the most, why wouldn't it be? This step is just using the white to make highlights on those balloons. Everything worked fine, as expected. Step 6, let's finish the piece with a soft background. It said to wet the paper with the water brush, but I struggled with this water brush a lot, so I just went in with a brush first and then put the blue down with the water brush. Now, my black outline, I don't know if I didn't let it dry or what the story was, but you could tell a little bit, my black lines bled quite a bit. So I had to keep the water away from them. A little unexpected. I didn't know if it was a permanent or an alcohol ink or what those lines were from. Anyway, here's the finished piece. I think it turned out really fun and I enjoyed doing it. Let's just jump right into the second demo. We're starting with step 2, which the instructions said to take the bubble wrap out of your box, color it with the gelatos. I went ahead and sprayed my paper, and you wet it down to make this neat background. I thought it turned out pretty good. I liked the way it looked. Step 3 was to draw your pineapple and color in the blocked shapes. And I did this step by step. I got my yellow down first, blended it out with my aqua brush to get a nice one color shade down. And then slowly I worked up the layers and different colors and shadows slowly, and it worked out very nice. I was able to make this pineapple very vibrant, as you can see. I went ahead and done some green up at the top, added some blue and some other fun colors. Step 4 is to use your aqua inks to add contrast with colors and to try new techniques as in drip and dots and all kinds of things. So this is the opportunity I took to kind of make it look like pop art as their picture did. I had fun with splattering aqua inks all over the place. Now, step 5 said to let the previous layer dry and to add more detail, applying inks with the Princeton brushes as I did. I noticed they had like a hexagon pattern on their pineapple, so I did the same. I thought it looked pretty cool. And the aqua inks layered very nice over the gelatos. Last step 6 is to add final details with your Pitt pens. I'm using the black just to add the leaves, make them stand out. Now this white Pitt pen did me dirty here, and the whole tip pushed back into the pen, and I could barely use it. So I had to substitute with a different white pen that made big chunky marks that I didn't really like, but what are you to do, right? Overall, I thought this turned out well, and I had fun doing this pineapple.
Well, this is the outcome of my new Smart Art box. I thought this was very fun. I really enjoyed the little instructions they gave us, even though I find it hard to follow instructions. I thought everything worked well. I thought it was a very well curated art box, and I am excited to see what I get next month. This may be replacing my Paletful packs if they can't step it up. Anyway, let me know if you get this box, as I said below. Give it a thumbs up if you like these kind of videos, and I'll see you in my next one, guys. Bye!